Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shayla and today I'm coming at you with yet another book haul. Now this is for Gather Round Homeschool. We're just finishing up our second unit, which is Asia. So all these books are related to countries in Asia or stories that take place in Asia. So before we start, if you don't know, Gather Round Homeschool is a unit style curriculum where you study a particular topic and then all of your work is related to that topic. Let's go ahead and jump right in. One of the countries that are studied in the Asia unit is Singapore, which is actually really cool. I didn't know a lot about Singapore. This book is great. It's called Singapore City Trails. It's by Lonely Planet Kids. And I'll show you in here. It's a nonfiction book, right? So it's actually got facts. It's not a story. But it's got lots of pictures and different, I guess, destinations where you can go and travel to within Singapore. So the kids really enjoyed looking at the pictures, seeing and making those kind of correlations. And like what we would do is just look up the actual locations on the map, like Google it and see it in person, kind of that way. So they really liked this book. Next, we have Where is the Great Wall? Everybody wants to know about the Great Wall of China. And so we looked up the Great Wall on, what's it called? Google Earth. And so this was a great addition to read. Oh, it's a great addition to read. It's kind of a lengthy book. You can see how thick it is there. And it's in black and white, which, you know, my kids didn't really care for too much. Because they're on the younger side and it's got a lot of history, what I did, instead of having them read it, I actually just paraphrased what I thought they would find interesting. So we didn't really read through it, but you know, we got through most of the information. This book is called Hush. It is a Thai lullaby. And it's all about a mom who's trying to get her baby to go to sleep. I know we can all relate to that. So you can see some of the pictures here. Very simple wording. Some nice illustrations. So my kids enjoyed that one. And I just wanted to point out too, my kids are 7, 6, 4, and 3. So they're on the younger side. So that's why you're going to see a lot of picture books. This book here is called Saving the Ghost of the Mountain. And this is about snow leopards. When I first saw the title, I thought it was like some kind of spiritual thing, but it's not. This is actually a non-fiction book. And it's about these scientists who are trying to save the snow leopard. They're actually endangered. So I'll show you some of the pictures. It's very wordy. We didn't really read it. Here, I'll come closer. We didn't really read it more so than we just looked at the pictures. You can see here. So it's kind of them documenting their story and how they're trying to save these snow leopards. The next book is called A Big Mooncake for Little Stars. This is kind of, to me, it's like a folktale. It's this little girl who makes these mooncakes with her mom. I really like the illustrations in here. But she's making this mooncake, and what happens is she eats a little piece of the mooncake every night, and that's how you get the different shapes of the moon. I'm trying to find the picture. Oh, here it is. So you can see she's nibbling on the little pieces of the mooncake, and that's how you get the different shapes. That's how you get the different shapes of the moon. So my kids really enjoyed that one, especially my 3- and 4-year-old. This book is called No Kimchi for Me. We learn about kimchi, how it's made, and what it's made from. I tried to find some from the store, but I have to go to like an authentic place to find like the real deal. So that's going to be one of our review week activities. So this is about, I guess this is a cat who she doesn't like the kimchi. And so her brothers are teasing her, saying that she's a baby. And so she tries to prove them wrong by eating the kimchi, and she doesn't like it. So my boys really enjoyed this story because they're always telling me what they do and don't like to eat, which is really not a lot. They actually eat a whole lot. This next book is another one for the little ones. It's called Panda Bear. Panda Bear, What Do You See? This is pretty much identical to Brown Bear. Brown Bear, What Do You See? But it's got a panda. So you can see here. all the illustrations in there. Nice and colorful. My 3-year-old really liked this story. So this next book is called Xanders Panda Party, and Xander is trying to invite all of his zoo friends to a party. I will let you read to find out what happens at the end. This was a really cute story. I really like the pictures. They're pretty simple and really engaging for my kiddos, so they really like this one. This next book is called Miss Frizzles Adventures Imperial China. And everybody loves Magic School Bus, right? Like, I still love Magic School Bus. But this is when Miss Frizzle actually takes all of the kids to China and they talk about the Chinese New Year. So it's kind of comic strip-esque. And it's got different little facts down here, which I think is pretty cool. Bright colors, you guys know the deal, especially, you know, Magic School Bus. You can never go wrong with Magic School Bus books. This next book is called The Story of Little Babaji. Now, this story is set in India, and it is a little boy, and it's kind of like a folktale too. It's about this little boy who comes in contact with these tigers, and the tiger, every tiger that he comes in contact with, they want to eat him, and so he ends up trading them for a piece of his clothing in exchange for not eating him. And then all of a sudden they start fighting, and then they turn into something, which I won't tell you what it is because I want you to get the book. But the tigers end up turning into something. This next book is called This Is How We Do It. So this has got kids from Japan, Peru, Iran, Russia, India, Italy, and Uganda. And so it goes through and shows all the different ways that were different, but also the same. So like, here's a picture of they're all eating, and this is how they eat differently. And it just explains how each country does their particular thing. So it's got food, it's got how they learn, it's got how they help. So really cool, simple illustrations. And so, of course, we zeroed in on Japan, and we also talked about India as well. This is a really cool addition to your library as well. This next book is called Pedro and the Monkey, and it's a similar take to, I think the story is The Lion and the Mouse, where the mouse gets saved or spared. The lion spares the mouse's life, and then the mouse is like, I'm gonna repay the favor. And then the lion's like, yeah, right, I don't believe you. But then he ends up coming through. I don't know. It's really late at night. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that's the story. This is very similar. So Pedro, or the monkey, ends up stealing Pedro's stuff. He gets caught, and then the monkey begs for his life, and then Pedro's like, okay, I'll, set you free. And so then he's forever indebted to Pedro. I'm going to let you read the story to find out what actually happens, but the monkey indeed does come through in the end for Pedro's little predicament. So check this one out. And last but not least is Sadako and the Paper Cranes. Now, this is based on a true story. This one's a little heavy. Sadako is a little girl who loves to run. She ends up getting sick after the bombing at Hiroshima. She ends up getting diagnosed with leukemia. And so the story is about her going through that battle and trying to become a runner. And one of the things that they believed is if you folded 1,000 paper cranes, that they would be healed. And so that's what this story is about. We haven't finished the book, but this is a very, very, very popular story. She is actually considered a hero in Japan. So I would definitely recommend, even if you don't read the book, to do some research if you're going through the Asia unit, or just on your own if you're interested. And that's pretty much it. Not a whole heck of a lot of books, but definitely enough to keep us busy. Stay tuned for the next few videos. I'm going to be doing a review of the unit, as well as some of the activities that we got a chance to do at the end of our unit. If you'd like to check out the book haul that I got for the North American Birds unit, I'll put it in the cards here and in the description box below. And I can't wait to see you next time. Don't forget, hiding is overrated. I'll see you soon.